林老师，谢谢各位同学
谢谢各位
收看，
同学
谢谢。
各位同学，大家好，我是蔡娇燕，很高兴各位同学收看了应用英文文学这门课。今天我们已经进入了 the last chapter 18， 我们要谈的是 paternity DNA test。上一堂课我们谈到的是 distance learning， 是跟同学们非常的息息相关的。这堂课的 paternity DNA test 是不是也跟您非常的相关呢？我想也许有时候您不会去做这样的 test， 但是呢，报章杂志上您一定是也常看到、常听到。通常我们做的这个 paternity DNA test 都是因为有一些 marital affairs， 所谓的婚姻的外遇，所以有很多人会借由这种方式去做一些的父子关系的鉴定。那么听起来是一个比较严肃的一个医学的 issue。但是呢，当然它的用字也稍微艰涩了一点，但是事实上它也是跟我们的生活蛮息息相关的。所以同学们学习英文是要从各方面多方面的去学习。因此我们会把这样的一门课程也放进去，让同学们多所涉猎。今天还是有我们的 guest teacher，他不但英文教学非常的好，也有很广博的医学各种知识跟常识。我们来欢迎我们的 Irene teacher. Hi, Irene.
Hi, Joy. I'm very flattered.
Really?
Yeah.
You are?
把我说的连医学常识都有了。
Sure.
But I'm very excited to talk about this topic, you know. Just last night, I heard about a 八卦, a gossip.
A gossip?
Yeah.
What kind of gossip?
You know, there is a famous novelist whose last name is Gu.
一个小说家，他姓古。
Yeah.
What about him?
And there are many sons.
Oh, really?
很多儿子都在他死后跳出来说他是他儿子，为了要争他的版税。
Yeah, he must be very famous, right?
Yeah, too famous.
That's
yeah.
right.
And too much money, too much fortune to live.
That's too bad.
遗留太多的遗产了，所以他的一些不知名的儿子都出现了。
Yeah.
然后昨天晚上一则消息就是有一个宣称他儿子的叫做姓郑吧，结果经过 DNA test 证明他是
He is his son.
呀，就这样证明了他就可以名正言顺的来继承了。
That's good for him.
That's good.
That's a good news. Although it's maybe a bad news for the wife, right?
Yeah, that's right.
对他太太来讲，他的财产被分掉了，那很惨。And I also heard more famous gossip, maybe about 3 or 4 months ago.
Yeah.
A very famous entrepreneur, 一个很有名的企业家他不是也突然间过世吗？
Yeah, I know that.
You know that. And someone comes up and said that I got your daughter, and you have to give me half of your assets. 他要一半的遗产。50亿耶，50亿，然后人家就说你不要再吵了，我给你1亿好了。他说不要，这孩子一定要名正言顺的，我要继承一半的家产。就OK， paternity DNA test works again， 还有一句测验呢。
It works.
Yeah, it works.
It proves that she is
not his daughter. OK， 就证明了那个孩子不是那个企业家的，结果所有的美梦都泡汤了。 哦，
所以 DNA test 多么的重要
，Yeah, it
多么
really
关键
talks.
It
It
talks.
really talks. Yeah, 它可以经由一些 scientific methods 去测验到很多的东西。
对。
那 basically, what is DNA?
DNA is a medical term. 在英文里面，它有很长很长的一个英文字，它是它的缩写。那么同学没有必要去记它，也不需要去查它，没有什么意义。那翻成中文的话，就是去氧核糖核酸，那也没有什么意义吧？
它基本上呢 ，DNA 是每一个人身体上它的一个基因的排列组合，那么是非常非常复杂的。不过可以简单的来说，你之所以你现在的样子，那就是从你的 DNA 排列出来的。你的眼睛的颜色，你的毛发的颜色，你的身形。那么有些 DNA 呢，它是会遗传的，有些是隔代遗传的。所以 DNA 呢，可以让就是决定你这个人会 what you are. Okay, and what is DNA test? What is it for?
What is it for?
Yeah.
Okay, first for paternity. 父子鉴定，刚刚我们讲的。
对。
另外一个，它可以显现出这个人有没有一个 genetic illness，
That's right.
先天性遗传的疾病。如果说你的 DNA 每种排序有问题的话，可能你有一种先天疾病。
对。
另外一个比较新的发展是，如果你的 DNA 出现了一种改变的话，也可以事先预测出来，你可能得到某一种的重大疾病。
没有错。
Yeah.
Exactly.
还有另外一个就是我们现在常常听到就是基因复制的问题。复制的东西可以产生很多很多跟原来不一样的东西。
对，没有错。像我们现在知道说那个复制羊 Dolly 它也已经死了哈，所以复制羊到现在复制牛啊，或者是现在甚至很多人想说我们来复制人好了啊，这个到底是一个可行的还是不可行的？一直在医学上还有在道德观念上是一个非常 controversial issue， 就是它是一个非常富争论性的一个议题。人可以扮演上帝的角色吗？人可以随意这样操弄自己，然后决定自己的下一代是什么样子吗？这都是一些因为 DNA 它所形成的一些正反两面，大家冲突，观念上冲突很大。甚至现在有很多 DNA 改良过的一些玉米啦、番茄啦在大量上市之后呢，大家原来觉得说这方面的产品会对身体更好，但是过了一阵子以后，医学家又发现说多吃了这一类食品对身体不好，所以我们真的也不晓得说到底什么是真正的 nature 人到底要在这个整个的人存在的空间里面去操弄到什么程度这是一个很大的一个问题。所以在这个大问题里面没有关系，我们今天只谈其中的一小部分，也是比较好玩的，就是所谓的 paternity 父子的鉴定关系。好，所以我们来看看本文的部分。Have you heard of DNA testing? You must have. From the media, reports about affairs of the celebrity or the unknown continue to excite us.
你是否听说过去氧核糖核酸的测试呢？你一定有。媒体、报章杂志上报道有关名人或者是无名小卒的婚外情，都会让人觉得很兴奋。
When a child from an unmarried couple seeks the identity of father.
当未婚的男女有了小孩，他们要寻求鉴定父亲是谁。
The father often is unwilling to accept the fact unless there is a scientific proof. That is when a DNA test is helpful because DNA talks.
这个父亲总是不愿意去接受事实，除非有了科学根据。这个时候，去氧核糖核酸测试就可以帮上忙了，因为去氧核糖核酸是会说话的。
是的，这边就是我们刚刚提到的，前面提到的两个例子最常见到的。那么真的只有透过这样的一个方式，我们才能够诉求一个亲子的一个鉴定。好，接着我们看 keywords 的部分。Paternity 名词，父子关系。
DNA test can prove paternity. 去氧核糖核酸测试可以证明父子关系。
Media 名词，媒体。
The media is very interested in famous people's affairs. 媒体对名人的外遇很有兴趣。
Affairs 名词，外遇。
A man with affair is usually not trustworthy in politics. 有外遇的人在政治圈通常不值得信任。
Identity 名词，身份。
Please prove your identity. 请确认你的身份。
我们来看一下，这边有个文法，上一课我们有稍微提到了一下了，字首加一个un 或者是 in 等等，就是一个相反的相反词。这边我们再多举几个例子，让同学们参考一下。我们来看字幕，字首加 on、in、this 或是 ab 表示否定的意思。例如
willing 愿意 unwilling 不愿意 competent 能干的 incompetent 不能干的 able 能 unable 不能 disable 残障 cover 覆盖 discover 发现 normal 正常 abnormal 不正常。这边比较常留意到是 abnormal 这个字比较特殊一点 abnormal。那 disable 呢？这个字在国外也是非常常用的，表示一个残障者，但是他们比较习惯人家用这个字来称呼他们其他字有时候就显得说有侮辱他们的意思，所以基本上我们都是用 disable， 就是它是有一些function不是很好 dysfunction 的意思。好，接下来我们来看第二段。This DNA test is a scientific method using any minute part of the human body, which contains DNA to prove paternity. 这种去氧核糖核酸测试是采取科学方法，利用人体任何含有去氧核糖核酸的微小部分，用来证明父子关系。
Molecular biology and medical research in the past 15 years has made such an amazing progress that
分子生物学和医学研究在最近这15年来有十分令人惊喜的进展。
We can use machines to replicate a very small amount of DNA, which is testable in the laboratory.
我们可以在实验室里面用机器复制少量可以用来测试的去氧核糖核酸。
This replication process is called PCR and contributes tremendously to the later progress in the DNA-related researches.
这种复制的过程就叫做 PCR， 对往后与去氧核糖核酸相关的研究贡献非常多。
所以从这短短的几句呢，虽然短短几句，可是同学们看了可能就头痛了。怎么这么多的单字这个其实基本上这是一个蛮 technical 的东西，就是蛮技术性的，医学上技术性的。我也会针对这写的这几个，我会发出很多的疑问。譬如说，怎么会还要去复制？为什么不要直接拿那个 DNA 去做 test 就好？但是我一时之间也查不到为什么所以没关系，我们就 focus on our keywords， 我们来学一些英文字好了。Minute 形容词，细微的。
I can see the minute difference between the twins. 我没有办法分辨这两个双胞胎细微的不同。
Contain 动词，包含。
The box contains a dozen of soaps. 这个盒子里面有1打肥皂。
Message 名词，留言。
Is there any message for me? 有我的留言吗？
Molecular biology 名词，分子生物学。
Molecular biology is a new study field. 分子生物学是一门新兴的学科。
Replicate 动词，复制。
Is it possible to replicate the human liver now? 现在复制人类的肝脏是可能的吗？
Laboratory 名词，实验室。
Scientists have to spend lots of time in the laboratory. 科学家要在实验室花上很多时间。
Process 名词，过程。
The interviewing process was videotaped all the way. 整个面谈的过程都录制下来了。
Contribute 动词，贡献。
Soldiers contribute a lot to the country. 军人对国家贡献很大。
Tremendously 副词，很大地。
He has to raise 5 children, which is really a tremendously heavy load. 他要养5个孩子，这对他来说真的是极大的负担。
Progress 名词，进步。
He has been making great progress in English studying. 他的英文学习进步很多。
Yes, students, I hope that you have been making great progress in learning English. OK, 好，接下来我们还是来看本文的第3段。From a tiny piece of hair or skin to a considerable amount of blood sample, we can produce enough DNA to verify the paternity.
从一根小小的头发、一小片的皮肤，或者到相当多的血液样本，我们可以制造出足够的去氧核糖核酸来确认父子关系。
Usually, this is done by running DNA sequencing gel to observe the DNA markers that are specific to the family tested.
通常，这是透过观察去氧核糖核酸的胶膜排序，显现出此被测验的家族所持有的去氧核糖核酸标记。
The same principle applies to many genetic diseases that can be predicted or checked by using the blood of patients to see.
同样的原则应用在预测或是检验许多遗传性的疾病，经由病人的血液里面的去氧核糖核酸胶膜排序，可以看到
whether specific disease markers can be detected in the sequencing gel which can be obtained from the blood samples.
看到病人血液里面呢，是否包含有特有的疾病的标记。
是的，我们这边看到的是，除了 paternity DNA test 之外呢，它还有一个更积极的面，也就是所谓的家族的遗传史上面的一些疾病。如果说你家里有人得过乳癌，也许这个会遗传，所以会比较容易大家会猜测下面几代的子孙呢，就要特别留意某一些这些疾病。但是这边有一个更确切的，就是说你甚至可以去做你的 DNA test， 而且只要是一小部分你的身体的某部分，一根头发或者是一点点皮肤，这个都是不会让人家觉得很痛苦的。我想这也是 DNA test 到目前为止来说一个很大的 progress。 好，接下来我们要看的是它的单字的部分。Considerable 形容词，大量的。
He spent considerable time surfing on the internet. 他花很多时间上网。
Verify 动词，证实。
The report is not verified. 这个报道并未获得证实。
Sequence 名词，顺序。
Can you list the sequence of the set of the books? 你能够把这套书的顺序列出来吗？
Gel 名词，胶。
I like the eye gel. It makes me look younger. 我喜欢这瓶眼胶，它让我看起来更年轻。
Specific 形容词，明确的。
Don't be too general. Give me a more specific instruction. 不要说的太一般性了，给我一个更明确的指示。
Principle 名词，原则。
What's your principle of being a good employee? 你认为当一个好员工原则是什么呢？
Apply 动词适用。
The restriction doesn't apply to him. 这个限定不适用在他身上。
Genetic 形容词遗传的。
His gray hair is genetic. 他的白发是遗传的。
Disease 名词疾病。
SARS is a newly developed disease. SARS 是一种最新发展出来的疾病。
Predict 动词预测。
It's easy to predict what he's going to do next. 他下一步会怎么做，很容易预测出来。
Detect 动词探出。
He was detected stealing the money. 他被侦测出在偷钱。
OK， 同学们，我们再来看看最后一段，也只是一句啊。Isn't that amazing? After reading this article, what other related things do you think DNA tests can do?
这是不是很令人感到惊讶呢？当你读完了这篇文章，你认为去氧核糖核酸测试还能做些什么相关的事呢？
是的，这就是我们这一课的本文的部分。DNA test 越来越普及，价格也越来越便宜啊。但是里面有很多的东西，像医学上很多的东西都是我们知道的是 how 啊，但是我们不知道的是说 why 啊，为什么它会这个样子？那我们这些只学英文的人，对这些医学的东西啊，更是外行一点，所以它里面写的很多东西，我也没有办法跟同学们仔细解释为什么他知道这样的一个技术的操作，他就可以测出这样的结果啊。也许同学们可以上网去查查看，哪天再来告诉老师，也许你可以 email 给我。那重点是说，在这一课里面，我们学到了很多的很有用的单字啊，虽然它是属于医学上的一个文章，但是其实有很多也都是生活上常常在用的，所以我们还是再把它看一遍。来，我们跟着 Irene Teacher 再来念一遍。
Have you heard of DNA testing? You must have. From the media, reports about affairs of the celebrity or the unknown continues to excite us.
When a child from an unmarried couple seeks the identity of father,
the father often is unwilling to accept the facts unless there is scientific proof. That is, when a DNA test is helpful because DNA talks.
This DNA test is a scientific method using any minute part of the human body which contains DNA to prove paternity.
Molecular biology and medical research in the past 15 years has made such an amazing progress that
we can use machines to replicate a very small amount of DNA, which is testable in a laboratory.
This replication process is called PCR and contributes tremendously to the later progress in the DNA-related researches.
From a tiny piece of hair or skin to a considerable amount of blood sample, we can produce enough DNA to verify the paternity.
Usually, this is done by running DNA sequencing gel to observe the DNA markers that are specific to the family tested.
The same principle applies to many genetic diseases that can be predicted or checked by using the blood of patients to see
whether specific disease markers can be detected in the sequencing gel, which can be obtained from the blood samples.
isn't that amazing? After reading this article, what other related things do you think DNA tests can do? 同学们，这就是我们这一课啊，有关于 DNA 的部分。Irene, do you think of any other things that DNA tests can do? Anything in your mind?
I'm not that professional, you know.
Okay.
So there are 4. We have been talking about 4. I think.
Can you repeat again?
Repeat again. Genetic illness.
Yeah, that's right.
And illness.
Yeah, that's right. 重大疾病.
重大疾病.
Okay.
And then replication.
That's right.
And the first one, paternity test.
That's right. Yeah. Okay. And so that's for our this class so far. What do you think of the about our book?
The book.
Yeah, the total 18 chapters. What do you think of it?
The 18 chapters. I think students' response. Many students give me a response. They say the topics are very interesting. 主要是主题都很有趣。
是。Only the topic is interesting.
The topic
of the content.
The content, sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
主题跟内容都很有趣。
都很有趣。
而且 very real.
Very real and very useful.
Useful. Very close to their daily life. 跟他们
good.
日常生活都很有关系。So they very much like to read about this.
That's right. And how about the test score? Do they get a high score?
Do they get high score? Some, if they study hard, they can get high score easily. But if you don't study any, then you fail. Some students fail too.
Yeah, that's right. But in my class, most of students, they are doing quite well. So I'm very happy about editing and
such a book.
Yeah, editing such a book with you, of course, with your help.
And that's my pleasure to be one of this.
And of course, some of them failed, and I think that's because they are afraid of English.
They are afraid. But if they are afraid, why do they have to choose this course?
That's a good point.
Yeah, this is an optional course.
That's a good point. And in those 18 chapters, which one is your favorite?
My favorite? How to beautify your skin.
Oh, really?
And
why?
Right, it's very useful, you know. It teaches me how to.
Yeah, I know. And I can see that from your skin.
From my skin.
Yeah, you become more and more beautiful.
The tips really works.
Really works?
Yeah.
Good.
I like the trend. I like the trend article.
Why?
Yeah.
Which part?
Trend is very, very touching.
Very touching.
Very touching.
Because of our.
It's an article from you, I know.
Yeah, because of our brother.
Yeah. And the scenery.
Scenery?
The way you describing the scenery.
Oh, thank you so much. I'm flattered.
You're flattered.
Yeah.
And of course, I like my own article, the animal metaphors.
Oh, that's a very interesting one.
Talk about so many animals.
So many animals, and I found that my students, they also enjoy that very much.
They would like to discuss. They discuss a lot in this article.
That's right. Dogs, bears, tigers,
ants, 甚至蚂蚁、蝴蝶 anything they can from 12生肖 rats to
really
they try to think about animal metaphors.
That's right. And don't forget, very useful, and also you wrote it, how do we learn English, right?
Yeah, the first chapter.
So students, the most important is you try to learn how to learn English and try to learn it for the rest of your life. Okay? That's the aim of our class. 希望这门课能够让你喜欢上英文，然后呢从今以后英文都陪伴着你。真的非常非常感谢 Irene Teacher 跟我们在一起。
I'm very honored to be here from the first one to the last chapter.
Glad to hear that. And thank you so much. Hope to see you